This is A-Team Adventures. I'm Allie.
And I'm Alex.
We're traveling across America in our van. Join us as we explore hidden gems, national parks, and more. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be taking you on a journey from the Sal Mountains to Arches National Park. This was our beautiful campsite in the Sal Mountains. It had an excellent view of the sunset, and we were treated to multiple beautiful sunsets while we were camped there. And this spot looks out over Arches National Park, Canyonlands National Park. You can see so much of the desert down below, and it's very beautiful. And we camped here over the weekend. If you haven't seen our last video, make sure to go check that out after this, because we recorded another sunset here that was during a storm. So that was really cool. There was like lightning, and we got to see quite a few cool storms while we were camped at this spot. And even being so close to Moab, there was minimal light pollution and beautiful views of the stars when there weren't clouds in the way. But the adventure doesn't end there. As dawn approaches, we make our way to the Windows Arches, one of the park's most famous landmarks. As the sun started to peek up, the sky looked like tie-dye. Approaching the arches in the dark was breathtaking because we could just see the shadows of the arch with the light shining through. We came to the park at sunrise because 1, we love sunrises at national parks, and 2, you need a reservation most of the day to visit Arches National Park, so if you come at sunrise, you avoid needing a reservation. We picked the Windows Arch area for sunrise because it's a very short hike to see the sunrise, and the total hike is only about 1 mile around the windows and Turret Arch. Since the trail is relatively easy, it's perfect for all skill levels. The first arch we reached was the north window, which is a very popular place for viewing, but we decided to keep walking in pursuit of a more serene spot to view the sunrise. There are multiple windows here, so there was plenty of room to spread out. The north window is quite close to the trailhead, so we continued along the trail and headed to the other window. This is the Turret Arch, which is really cool. But we were on a mission to get to the south window and around to the other side. The south window is a steeper way up, so there's no one climbing on this arch. This is where the so-called primitive trail starts, so you kind of go off the main beaten path and through this wash to get around to the other side of the windows. And here we are at our perfect spot for viewing the sunrise. The anticipation builds as we find the perfect spot to witness the sun coming up. Just look at that, the sun peeking over the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange, pink, and purple. It's a breathtaking sight that makes every step of the hike and getting out of bed at 5 a.m. worth it. We enjoyed the sunrise glow as we waited for the rocks to light up. As they did, they turned into bright orange, fiery colors, with the bright blue sky in the background. The window's arches are a photographer's dream, and the early morning light creates the perfect backdrop for stunning shots. Entrada sandstone are the rocks in which the arches are formed. This rock was deposited here as sand more than 150 million years ago. Over time, it was buried by new layers, hardened into rock, and shaped by the powerful forces of erosion. Entrada sandstone is the rock that makes up most of the red rock formations in Arches National Park. After our sunrise hike at the Windows Arches, we headed over to Delicate Arch for our next. Delicate Arch is one of the most iconic hikes in America. Nestled in the heart of Arches National Park, this breathtaking natural wonder is a must-see for every outdoor enthusiast. The hike starts relatively flat, but then you get to slog up this giant hill rock cliff thing, and it's very steep, and once you get to the top, you feel very accomplished. The hike to Delicate Arch is about 3 miles round trip and takes roughly 2 to 3 hours to complete. As you approach the final stretch, the anticipation builds. The last section of the trail features a rock ledge with a stunning view of the arch in the distance. Take a moment to catch your breath and soak in the scenery. And there it is, Delicate Arch. Standing at 46 feet tall, this natural masterpiece is a sight to behold. Snap some photos, take in the view, and appreciate the beauty of nature. While I had seen it in photos before, seeing it in person is truly breathtaking. I feel like it's a lot bigger than you expect it to be. In the distance, you can see the Windows Arches where we started our journey this morning. While we came in the morning, it was crowded, and there's usually always a line of people waiting to take a picture under the arch. We snuck around to the back side of the arch to get a cool view. On our way down from the arch, we stopped at the petroglyphs on the trail. There were some cool animal carvings. After the hike, we drove around to the Delicate Arch viewpoint where you can see another cool view of Delicate Arch in the distance. It's crazy that we were just up there. For the rest of our time in the park, we really just drove around as we were pooped from hiking 2 hikes in the morning. We went all the way to the end of the road, and it was just a very beautiful scenic drive. There is so many beautiful hikes and things to do in the park, and we only had one day, so we'll have to make our way back to Arches National Park one day to explore the rest of the hikes that we did not do. I'm sure it would take a really long time to explore the entire park. Our next spot was very barren and hot in the middle of the desert, which made us super ready for our next adventure in As we were leaving Moab, we hit 100,000 miles and continued on our journey across America. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe as we post adventure travel videos twice a week. See you next time!